Hi everybody, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be doing a your budget my way video. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my stuff here. This budget it makes me quite sad actually. There's just a lot going on and there is so much debt that needs to be minimized. So let's get into it. So we're going to start with reading her story. So I'm just going to read it for you guys. So in the story, it's got an option to write, what led you into this situation. And then below that, it's got an option for you to write your regrets and lessons. And then also to write your why. So let's start with the story. I was in a situation like this before due to Cape Town's lifestyle. I moved back home, which is in Port Elizabeth, worked on my finances and got better. A few months later, my partner and I find ourselves in a position where we were scammed by a close friend. My partner is in transport service, so they offered a tender and she put it in for COVID screening, so he could transport people and get paid. He outsourced other people and paid them, but he never got paid. I had to assist him with that. From there, it went downwards. It spiraled downwards. My memory card just stopped recording. I don't know where was I, but I think I was where she said I had to assist him with that. So I had to assist my partner at that. And everything spiraled downwards. We're not being able to keep up with monthly payments. We have a 20-year-old in university, and 20-year-old does not qualify for NSFAS, so we are paying from our pockets. And then under regrets and lessons, she says she regrets in being led into a quick money-making scheme. She regrets not budgeting. She regrets changing her car in 2021 when I only had a few more months left to finish it and she upgraded. She regrets not saving for my 20-year-old at university. And the lessons, she's realized that budgeting is very important and do not mix finances with friends. So I really like her lessons, and also I like that she has acknowledged what she regrets, and it's a nice step into what she needs to work towards. I haven't spoke much here on YouTube about what is going on with me. I've quit my job and what am I doing, but I'm going to do a video about it. The reason why I'm bringing it up right now is because these kind of situations where you haven't set up your child for university and not having the emergency fund to cover those kind of situations, it has made me go into this new chapter of mine, which I'm going to talk about it very soon, which will help so many of you. And if you are a mom or a dad, obviously this channel is not just for women, it's for anyone who's working and just needs to manage their finances and you want to set your child up for success. I'm going to help you with that. I've partnered with a company and we are going to start start talking about things like how to invest for university, like for education, for retirement and stuff. So I'm so excited for what's coming and how can I help you find the right place. And if you know me, I'm not going to sign you up or recommend something to you that I'm not doing myself as well. So I'll take you on my journey of me setting up Skylar and our future with my husband, and also help you set yourself up as well. So this story over here has really touched me, and it led me to what I'm doing right now, what's happening. But again, I will touch more about it maybe end of September. Then I can properly talk about everything that has been going on. But let's carry on with this budget. So at the bottom there, she had to write her why. So right below why getting out of debt is important to you. Why is debt preventing you from, what is debt preventing you from doing? How is giving up not an option? So she wrote there that debt is preventing me from giving my child a life that they deserve, where I shouldn't be worrying about fees and etc. Having enough food and petrol without worrying. So giving up is not an option because she wants to stop worrying about things like petrol and food. Debt is stopping her from enjoying her life. The amount I get at work is sufficient. I should not be worrying about debt. My kids need me to be at a place where I do not stress about money because I become depressed and absent-minded around the house. So I totally get it. I understand. I would be the same, just because I've obviously seen her budget as well, but also her story, being betrayed by a friend like that, and having so much debt, and your child not being able to get assistance with the fees, and her having to do everything. So it's just a lot. So now let's get into her debt. So I'll bring you down here, but she's got 12. So she's got around 12, 13 debts, and she doesn't have any wants. She's got a lot of needs, not a lot, but it's mainly needs. And she's also got goals. So she's got saving goals, and she wants to reach them as well soon. I think the first one was supposed to be in August, so this month. But let's get into it. So I'll bring you down over here and we can have a look together. Oh my gosh, I didn't even give her a name. Let's call her Ruby. Ruby, that's a nice name. We're gonna look at Ruby's budget. So this is her forms, the things that she sends to me, her goals. And this is me trying to write everything down. And then this was the story that I just read to you. So now I'm going to take this and put it here so that you'll be able to see it properly. So the first one that we are going to start with, actually I also have a spreadsheet that I've designed for her. So I'm also going to use that just so I can get a clear idea. The first one that we are going to start with, she's got a Discovery credit card. So I'm just going to write everything. So Discovery credit card, and the balance for the Discovery credit card at the time was 29,000. So 29,085, and then the interest there is 22.25%, and the minimum payment for it is 2,000, and the due date for it is the 25th. Okay. And then the second one is a Capitec loan. Capitec loan, she's owing 110,828. And the interest rate is so high, 28.25%, and the minimum payment is 3,899, and that is also due on the 25th. All of them are due on the 25th, so I'm going to leave the due date, but she has 56 months to go, so it's still quite a while. Then the next one is a Capitec credit card. And in total, she is owing 3,442. I rounded it up. It's actually 3,441.77 cents, but I rounded up to 3,442. And the interest rate on that one is also 22.25. And the monthly payment on that one, at the time when we were doing her budget, she was overdue, so her monthly payment was 4,463, which is so weird because this monthly payment is way more than what the balance is. So I've sent an email so I can hopefully get a follow-up from her to see what she has paid off ever since we did this budget together. 63 was the current overdue minimum payment that she needed to pay. And then the next one is macro. She wrote RCS. I'm not sure what is that, but if you have a macro card, you probably understand it. So it's 12,393 that she owes macro. And the interest rate over there is also 22.25%. And the monthly payments for macro is 700 Rand. Okay. And then the next one is an ABSA vehicle. So I'm guessing her car is financed by ABSA. That's the car that she regrets upgrading to. She could have probably just been have paid off the car by now, and that's another expense she wouldn't have to worry about. But we are in this situation, so we're just going to have to face it head on, which is owing 460,445, and the percent is 15 and 25%. And the monthly payment is 6,668, which is so high to pay that much on a car every month. And then we have Vodacom. So Vodacom, she's owing 38,304. I'm not sure if that's a laptop or laptop and a phone. I'm not sure. So the interest rate is 6% and the minimum payment is 1,596. And then she also have this one here, which I couldn't understand it. She's got Unify loan. I even Googled it. I had never heard of it before. But she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So what I've done is I've just wrote it as one and combined all the amounts she owes. And look at the interest rate. It's like 36%. 36% is so high. So I want her to pay this one off soon. So she's got Unify loan. I've never heard of it, so I'm not sure if I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Unify and then loan. Actually, let me Google it right in front of you guys, because I think I still just didn't understand it. Unify loan. Unify, easy Unify loans up to 8,000. Okay, so it's like easy loans, like little loans. Unify loan registered data controller in Kenya. Maybe that's why I didn't know about it. Unify, it's also in Hillcrest. That is so weird. I've never heard of it. Okay, so maybe some of you guys know it, but I want her to get out of this. I don't like it. Okay, so Unify loan Total owing of Unifi loan is 5,235. So if you add all of those in total, and that is 36%, that is too high. That is a killer. It's like a loan shark. She must get rid of this. It's the first one I think she should actually get rid of. So in total, the minimum payment, if you add all the minimum payments up, is 2,382. 91. Okay, and then she's got Woolworths clothing. Woolworths is 23,000, and that's 20. She did say she's helping her mom on this one. And her minimum payment is 500 Rand. And Telkom, she's actually having to upgrade Telkom. I'm guessing it's a Wi-Fi subscription. And the monthly payment is 599. And then lastly, she's got Capfin, another one that I had not heard of it before. Which is also small, so 2,200, so that could go as well. And again, the interest rate, it's 29%. That is super high, so she must get rid of that one. 881.87. Okay, so these are her debts. So in total, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So she's got 10 of these these minimum payments that come out of her account every single month when she's getting paid, and it's just too much. It's a killer. It will cause depression. I understand why she would get depressed. She needs to get rid of the high ones, the high interest ones, ASAP, and then start targeting the high amount ones. Okay, so let's calculate how much she actually pays at the end of the month in her debt, on her debt. So she's got 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 3,899 plus 4,463 plus 700 plus 6668 plus 1596 plus, I'm going to round this one up, the 91, I'm going to make this one 3, so plus 2383 plus 500 plus 599 plus, I'll round it up again, so it's going to be 882. So in total, at the end of the month, she pays 23,690 into just debt. So that is very, very sad for me. This needs to really change, like soon. You cannot, like, you get paid and 23,000 out of your hard-earned money is going into just debt. Okay, and we haven't even included university. She's got her child in university, which is another situation that she has to tackle. But for now, I think I want her to kind of focus on this. Okay, so this is all of her debts. What would I do if I was in this situation? So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down her income and her bills, and then I'll come back to this. Let's start with her needs. Like I said, she doesn't have wants, so we don't have to worry about wants, which is still not, it's not okay. It's not ideal, because you end up having to spend on wants anyways. So, because you have a life. Like, eating out is not a bad thing. Eating too much out, now that can obviously cause a problem in your finances, but it's not a bad thing. Okay, so now her bills, besides her debt, is, we're going to start with her card tracker. So card tracker is, I didn't put an R there, it's fine, is 200 Rand. And then there is petrol, which is 2,500 Rand a month. And then there is groceries, which is 5,000 Rand a month. And then there is car insurance, which is 1,500 a month. And then there is funeral insurance, which is 813 a month. And then there is airtime, which is around 300 Rand a month. And then there is savings, which I added there. Because if we look at her bills, she had not put any savings. So I just added it there just because she needs to start building her emergency fund, which we'll get into that as well. And then I also added university, but I'm not going to put an amount. Okay, just because she has a child in there. So then what I'm going to do is I'll count the total and I'll put the total over here and then add the debt minimum payments, because remember the debt minimum payments are a fixed expense as well. So the total of her needs is 200 plus 2,500 plus 5,000 plus 1,500 plus 813 plus 300 plus 500. So in total 10,803 is the total. So 10,813 is the total, and then plus the debt. The reason why I'm adding this debt here, 23,690. Oh. The reason why I'm adding this date right here, it's because things like this, where now she has to pay more on this one because she didn't pay for it last month, and then it obviously they penalized her and it's overdue, can be avoided if you put your debt as your fixed bill. Your minimum payments are a fixed bill. They're not just an option like, oh, do I need to pay it this month? No, you have to pay it so that you can avoid being on a deficit the following month when you get paid. 34,503, 34,503. So in total, her bills, her fixed bills, her needs and fixed bills every single month is 34,503. Then her income is 35,000. So she just makes it and is left with 497. Okay, so now what is she gonna do with this 497? So this is now where we have to come back to the debt and have a look at what is going on here and what's the game plan. What would I do? What would Norma do if she was in the same situation? So I'm also going to have the spreadsheet up for you guys. Actually, I'll have the spreadsheet up later. For now, let me just go through this. The first thing that I would tackle is the small ones that are high in interest. So Unifloan needs to go. Get this one out. What's nice is when you pay Unifloan, you free up 2,300 Rand a month that you're gonna free up. The next one that needs to go is this Capfin. It's only 2,200 Rand. and you'll free up another 800 Rand in the month. Another one that needs to go is the Capitec credit card. It doesn't even make sense, to be honest with you, this credit card, because that minimum payment is supposed to pay it off. So pay the credit card off and free up the minimum payment, but also close it. Close it, because it's right now this credit card is a hazard. What it will do, it will be easy for you to use it again, because your budget is like tight. Everything is tight. Like you need extra money, but also there is a way for you to get extra money. So if you are no longer paying that amount and that amount and that amount, you now have freed up these three amounts in your budget. So 4,463 plus 2,382 plus 881, you freed up 7,000 from your amount. So if I were her, I would dedicate this remaining of the year to pay these ones off. So by December, this should be done. And then next year you start tackling like this one, Discovery. Next year start tackling Discovery. This one right here. And you free up another 2,000. So now, because you'll have an extra 7,000, you'll tackle this one. So if I go 7,000, 29,085 divided by 7,000 that you have extra by January, it will take you 4 months. So January, February, March, April. So by end of April, Discovery should be done. Then now you have that 7,700 plus the 2,000 that is freed up from Discovery, and now you have a 9,700 Rand extra to then tackle your next one, which should be this macro over here. And you're going to free up another 700. So now if you have 9,000, by the time anyways, by April, macro should be down to at least 9,000, and you would pay it off. And then you free up that 700. So now if you go 9,007 plus 700, now you have 10,000 extra on your account by May, June, the latest, to then start tackling. Could be your Capitec loan, because it has such a high interest rate and it's such a high amount, or the Vodacom. You can actually try and pay Vodacom to free up another 1,500 Rand, just because this one will go quicker than this one. Okay, so that is what I would do. And by this time, what is it, August next year, this one can be done. And now you have this 10,000 plus 1,596 now freed up from your budget, from your income, because you're no longer paying that, and that, and you start tackling whatever is next on your box. Okay, so I have emailed her, so I want to keep in touch with her just because this is too much. I want her to work on a game plan of tackling this and getting it down. She needs to get this down. Okay, so if this was my budget, I would literally, I like what she's doing here, doing a bare bones budget, which basically means, you know what, for now, I'm not going to even prioritize my beauty. I'm not even going to prioritize entertainment and anything like that. I'm just going to pay for what we need to pay for, and then I'm focusing on my debt. And for her to even reach out to me means she knows that this is her number one problem, and this is what I would do if I was her. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed that video of tied up my hair, because it gets on my face and when I'm trying to write. And I'm looking at the spreadsheet currently right now, and I've highlighted everything for her. And maybe by this time next year, so that will be 12 months, her emergency fund will be around 6,000 Rand, which is cool. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you would like to see next. Let me know if you would like me to do your budget as well. I do also have spots available for your budget malware, where basically I'll look at your budget, I will set up a spreadsheet for you, I will send it back to you, I will dedicate a video like this for you, and I'll also follow up with you in like a month just to see if the budget is working. And again, I will come back with another video where I'm going to talk about what am I doing, how am I going to grow like investments and stuff like that, because I think that's what people would like to know now, and why have I embarked into this new journey. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you want to give Ruby some advice. Please don't be judgy or mean. No one is perfect. No one has a perfect budget. We are not taught how to manage our finances in school. It's a lot that we go through. You find yourself in a situation where you are now working, you are now a mom, you need a credit score to get a car. Like, it's a lot, and you just get stuck in this mud and you struggle to get out, and I'm here to help you find a game plan and a way to get out. Give yourself a good 12 months, Ruby, and I promise you'll see if you follow the strategy what I just showed you. So it's still right here with me. So focus on the 3 yellow ones that I highlighted, which is number 1, uni fee loan. Get that one out. 36% interest, that's too much. The next one, CapFin, you only own 2,200 Rand. Once you finish uni fee loan, you freed up the 2,300 Rand anyways to pay off your CapFin. 29% interest, not worth it. Capitec credit card, get rid of that one and close it. Go to Capitec and close it. And then tackle your discovery macro and try to finish these 3 by December. January up until April. So give yourself 4 months to focus on discovery, credit card, head on, like aggressively trying to pay off your debt, and then macro. But again, sometimes you realize that you just need more money, and this is why I have launched the course to help you know how to build a brand, how to launch a product, how to use Canva to create products, how to use Etsy or Shopify to put your products out there, how to create a lead magnet, how to build your social media presence. So I've created a whole course on that. I'm still obviously recording content, but it's currently available now. So if you want it, Ruby, get the course, and you'll be able to learn how to build your own brand and not rely on quick money making schemes. Guys, those things you can if you want to, but they always just, I don't know, I would never recommend them. But if it just makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you. It doesn't to me. I believe in building your own brand and building your own legacy one day, that your kids can even take over, that you are managing it, you are the boss. No one is taking a cut from your commission or whatever. So if you want to learn how to do that, I built my brand 2021, it's now 2024, and I'm self-employed, and in 3 months I've made this much money, which is close to 200,000 because of the brand I built then, and I remained consistent. So it's not gonna you're not gonna go into the course and then boom, you're now making 6 figures, but definitely in time you will quit your job in time, you'll be able to work from home in time, you'll be able to pay off your debt. Like, you will not do all of that with just one full-time job and trying to pay everything. It's not possible. But I'm not forcing you to sign up for my course. It's just that I am sharing so much, because I have noticed that with these Your Budget Now ways, sometimes it's not the bills. There's nothing you can do. You just need more money. So I'm teaching you how to do that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to enroll into the course, Link is below if you want to get a spot of your budget my way, so I can break down your budget like this. Link is below. And we're also going to have a webinar. If you sign up for the course, we're going to have a webinar, so a live webinar on Zoom on Friday the 30th as well. So that is exciting. It's going to be my first webinar and I'm excited about that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.